The Ethereum crashed by 11%, but the whales keep on selling. Is this the bottom or we can go even lower? Let's analyze. Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Simon from My Crypto Paradise, and in this video we will take a look at where the money are flowing. We will take a look at inverse head and shoulders pattern and how far Bitcoin can go. We will take a look at some insider data as well and we will analyze it, so make sure watching until the end. Firstly, let's start with the money flow. So where the money are flowing, we can see that the Ethereum dominance is dropping heavily together with the Ethereum price. However, the Bitcoin also crashed, but not that much, and right now recovering quite well. So how is it possible? Where the money are flowing? So Ethereum lost a big market cap. We can see that on the dominance. However, did this money leave the crypto market? Well, it doesn't seem like it, because we can see that clearly the money are flowing from Ethereum into Bitcoin. This is a Bitcoin dominance and we can see the Bitcoin dominance is rising. We can also check USDT dominance. We can see that it is kinda stable, a little bit dumping but nothing heavy, which confirms that the sold Ethereum didn't went into stables, right? It went to the Bitcoin. And some people might argue, okay, but if it's sold into a fiat, it can completely go through USDT dominance and you would not see it, right? For that, we are also watching the total crypto market cap and we can see the value wasn't lost that much, all right? Together with the price of Bitcoin, it is quite recovering, and hence, thanks to that, we can assume that Ethereum was sold into Bitcoin. That is why the Ethereum is right now failing to recover, and on the other hand, the Bitcoin is recovering quite well, as you can see right here. There is multiple reasons of why is this happening. One of them is a clever distribution without causing too much panic in the market, because of course if you are a whale, the only thing you care about is liquidity, right? And if you cause some panic in the market, everybody starts to sell, nobody is willing to buy from you, and you stay left holding your back, right? Right now we can see Bitcoin is breaking out of our beautiful inverse head and shoulders pattern. As you know from our website mycryptoparadise.com, we need two shoulders for that, one head, a neckline, and as you can see, this is a very nice example of inverse head and shoulders pattern. Here is the head, here is the left shoulder, right shoulder, and right now we are breaking above this neckline. And if we want to calculate the target for this, if this break is going to be successful, what we need to do, we need to calculate the depth between the neckline and the head, right? So let me calculate that for you. I will not be counting in the wick of that candle because the trading activity is not so relevant there. If I put it to the breakout point, we can see that if this pattern breakout is going to be a successful, we can go as high as to $69,300. And as you can see, even though if we go that high, it will still not break the previous high. This is an analysis on lower time frame, which is now having a bullish reversal also because we are above this orange line moving average, but the medium time frame and high time frame analysis are still bearish, even though we would go this high until we can actually break above this previous high. The market structure on a medium time frame and high time frame is still bearish. The odds on how you can calculate if this pattern is going to be a failure, because it's happening very often, is to make sure that we are having enough momentum on this breakout. Do we have enough momentum? Well, we are creating a bearish divergence. Can you see that? The histogram on a MACD oscillator is creating lower highs. The price, however, is making higher highs. This is a classic bearish divergence, one of the strongest ones. As you can see, the price is making higher high, the indicator actually lower high. It means that the momentum is decreasing. This breakout is not being pushed by some powerful trading volume, and we can see that also on our volume profile right here. On this grind up, actually we are decreasing in volume. As you can see, another divergence. Because of it, as you can see, the volume is going in a declining structure, however the price action in upward structure, making this inverse head and shoulders pattern less probable for a continuation towards that target $69,300. So scalping lower time frame traders need to be careful here. Let's take a look at Ethereum. How low can we go actually? We can take a look at the buy and sell limit orders. at this chart to really understand where the big smart money are planning to accumulate and what they are doing at these current prices. With Paradise Family VIPs, we have been fortunate enough to be able to position ourselves at this top zone before the drop happened. We have not taken any profit. This is our swing position, and we still expect multiple lower time frame supports to be broken before we reach our swing trading target. There is some macro sentiment and fundamental reasons why do we think that the crypto market as a whole should go more down. I have been explaining that into detail in the previous video, so make sure you are watching the previous video if you have not watched it yet. In the Ethereum case, you can see on our order book suite the same what I have been sharing with you on the Bitcoin order book suite, right? With every little move higher, we are seeing huge sell limit orders exceeding the buy limit orders. So basically, if we are in this negative area, it means there is more sell limit orders than buy limit orders. When we are in a white area, it means that there is more buy limit orders and the accumulation is going on. As you can see right here, the whole time the Ethereum was grinding a little bit to the upside, there was huge distribution going on. It was happening here as well in September, and you know what happened. We have had this crash and we have been able to predict the bottom because we have seen the accumulation going on right at the bottom. So let's take a look right now a little bit closer to the price action. And what can you see? With this price lower, can you see some kind of accumulation going on? A little spikes in buy limit orders exceeding sell limit orders, but nothing crazy. And as we have done a little move to the upside, you can see that the distribution just continued. So this is bearish. This is just adding to the probabilities that we might go even lower. How lower? Well, we want to see where the big players are having their buy limit orders. So we can see that the first big buy limit orders are actually placed at 2,000 per one Ethereum. This is $4 billion, alright? Then we have also a nice demand zone right here, just below it at around $1,800. This is also perfectly works as our Fibonacci retracement level support zones and demand areas based on the previous price action, which I can be talking about in the next video. Right now, it's just important to understand that the higher probability is for Ethereum to go much lower before we can go higher, and it seems like another drop will happen for around 20, even 26%. So it's just something to be aware of. With Paradise Family VIPs, we already have a stop loss at break even, so we are secured, but as a professional traders, we are exercising a great patience, and when we know that the probabilities are on our side, we just sitting on our hands and we are waiting for the trades that we have on to play out to their maximum. This is our edge, and this is, together with a great money management, the only way how any trader can be long-term profitable over years. As I said, the same thing is happening on Bitcoin right now. Distribution at this area, I have been explaining this to you in detail in the previous video, so make sure you have watched it. Right now, during this dump, a little accumulation, but very minor, right? And as we are grinding to the upside, a heavy distribution going on again, right? And you also know about these huge $1 billion worth of sell limit orders above us, and you know what does it mean for the price development in the near future before we can go towards $93,000. I have been explaining that in the previous two videos. Let's take a look at the trading sentiment around the crypto retail. You can see that even though the Bitcoin is selling, the sentiment is still staying heavily positive, and it's caused by many things. One of them is obviously the mass media pressure, what they are doing on CNBC. They are inviting hedge fund managers to just be praising Bitcoin, right? Even Gary Gensler have been talking on Bloomberg. So all of this is keeping the retail in positive mindset, you know. It gives them encouragement to just keep buying, and thanks to that, the smart guys, the big players, can be liquidating and distributing their crypto without moving the market that much. Tell me if this happened in bear market. Did this ever happen that we have got such a great publicity on social media? Never happened, right? Did that happen at the 19,000 mark when we have been calling for a next bull market? Did that happen right here in 2023? No. What was doing the mass media? It was keeping you bearish as hell, right? And it was working exactly the same, but vice versa. Retail have been liquidating their crypto, selling, providing liquidity for the big players to be slowly accumulating before moving the market that much, and then we could have this rally because then the retail start to come in, they've been able to push the price, right? But this so far still seems like a distribution pattern until we can go above our 71,000 resistance right here. Until we can break this is still a D wave that probably gonna take us to $44,000 before we can go towards $93,000 as the final E wave, right? A, B, C, D, E. You remember that very well from our previous videos. Together with the positive sentiment, what is it causing? It's causing funding rates to be extremely positive. You can see what's pushing the price higher. It's actually leverage. Funding rates are just the confirmation for that, because it tells us that when there is loads of positive funding rates, it means there is more over leveraged long positions than short positions. So the market, the retail crypto market, is still in a fear of missing out mode. They don't want to miss the big one move that make them rich, so they are doing all it takes to make sure their position sizes are as high as possible at these prices. At the same time, on a Bitcoin daily chart, we still have in play this rising wedge pattern. You remember that very well from the previous video as well. Let me see if I can find it. This is the rising wedge pattern that is currently being broke to the downside on a high volume. We have been already talking about it. The target of this rising wedge breakdown is $63,000. At the moment we are seeing some kind of a recovery after touching our 25 moving average together with this important line at $65,000, which I have been talking about. So obviously for the major continuation to the downside, we are waiting for more confirmations to get more aggressive with Paradise Family VIPs on our short positions. One of them is going to be, from a medium time frame perspective on this daily chart, a close below this moving average and this previous resistance, now acting as a conflict area where bulls are being active. So we have discussed a lot in this video. Short term, you know that there is in play this inverse head and shoulders pattern, even though with a lower probability, but there is some possibility that we can go towards $69,300. Medium and high time frame and ultra high time frame is still bearish until we can close and reclaim this $71,000 resistance, which will also confirm a pattern failure of this rising wedge pattern if we go above this high. But right now it seems like short term possible bullish movement, medium to long term still bearish until we have this reclaims. That will mean new fresh money, real new fresh money are entering the market, not these ETFs retail buys. So until then, Ethereum is also in a big trouble. So we really do hope that you are playing it safe. Ladies and gentlemen, I will keep you updated and I will see you in the next video. Or if you are ready to start trading like a professional in Paradise Family VIP, or if you want just more insights from us on a daily basis, visit mycryptoparadise.com and I will see you in our free Telegram channels. Cheers!